Episode 57, The Mark of Herc, Part 3, The Third Alacorn. This can't be happening. I must still be dreaming. I know it's hard to believe after all these years, Sonic, but I'm really here. You're not dreaming. Sonia embraces Sonic. I can't believe you've been alive this whole time. All these years I thought you were dead.
It's such an honor to meet you, Sonia. I'm Rainbow Dash. I'm Sonic's wife.
Sonia shakes Rainbow Dash's hoof. It's nice to meet you, Rainbow Dash. Sonic, is there a place we could talk privately? There's a lot of things I need to talk to you about.
It's fine. I understand. I'll go find Manic and tell him you're here. I know he really misses you too, Sonia.
Big happy family reunion. Thanks, that would be great to be reunited with both of my brothers. Rainbow Dash hugs Sonic. Rainbow Dash hugs Sonia.
I can't wait to get to know you better. I think you're really going to like it. I think you're really going to like it here in Equestria, Sonia.
It already feels like home to me.
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.
Rainbow Dash leaves the room to go find Manic. She's really sweet, Sonic. Yeah, Rainbow Dash has been the biggest blessing that's ever been given to me. I love her so much, and I know you're going to love her too. She has such a warm heart and absolutely loves adventure, and she's a pretty fierce fighter on top of it. I've always been a pretty great judge of character, and I already know she has a ton of it. You look amazing, Sonia. I'm in shock you've been alive this entire time. So what exactly happened? As I said, I have a lot to tell you. How much do you know about our family's lineage? Dad told us everything after you left. Manic and I know the truth about how our family descended from the Equestrian Empire, and that we're part Alacorn. Is that why that mysterious hedgehog took you? Yeah, more or less. The hedgehog who kidnapped me is actually my husband. His name is Aeon, and he's capable of traveling through time and space by ripping open portals with his crystal he carries around. That's how he knew about our family's history and how he found out about my cutie mark. That's the real reason why he kidnapped me. I can't believe you married that guy after what he did to you. Aeon is really not that bad of a hedgehog once you get to know him. He's had a really sad and tragic life, and in all honesty, he needs me. Yeah, he needs you for his own selfish agenda. He told me so himself after he was beating me to death while I was trying to save you. So you said he kidnapped you because of your cutie mark? Aeon told me I was born with a cutie mark known as the Mark of Herc. I won't go into any of the details since I know you already know about the Mark of Herc. I was spying on your conversation earlier when you had those two princesses up here. I can't believe this. You're the third Alacorn. Meanwhile, in the kitchen, Manic and Peaky Pie are still sitting on the floor eating ice cream.
This cookie dough ice cream was definitely top-notch. Do we dare start a second gallon of ice cream?
Sounds tempting. What else is there, Double P?
Let's see. We've got Cherry Jubilee, Rocky Road. Ooh, bubblegum, yum. We have chocolate, cappuccino. There you are, Manic. I've been looking all over the palace for you.
Well, you found me, Dash.
Hi, Rainbow Dash. Came down to indulge in some ice cream with us? I'd love to, Pinky, but there's something Manic really needs to see.
What is it?
It's not what, but rather who. Manic, your sister Sonia is here. She's upstairs in our room talking with Sonic. I came down to get you. I figured you'd want to see her.
Shut up. No way, You're joking with me, right?
No, Manic. I'm being totally serious with you right now. Come on, I'll prove it.
Rainbow Dash leads Manic and Pinkie Pie upstairs back to her and Sonic's room. Sondash's room. Sonic, I want you to understand that I don't intend to allow Aeon to use my powers for evil. Well, that's what he kidnapped you for, and it sounds like you're willing to do it for him, considering he's your husband. Where is he, Sonia? He's not in this dimension. He's trapped inside a time loophole of this planet. There's a secondary world that exists on this planet. It's a world where everyone, no matter what species they are, gets turned into a human. Aeon is trapped there because his powers don't work in that realm, but we've recently discovered that a portal opens up every 30 moons, which allows access to this world. That's why I'm here. Aeon sent me through the portal to make sure Equestria was on the other side of it. What's Aeon's plan, Sonia? He wants to absorb the power of the Triad of Power into his crystal so he can possess the power for himself. And you were gonna go along with it, weren't you? Everything has changed now. Knowing you're here, I can't possibly allow Aeon to absorb the power of the Triad of Power. Sonic, I can get Aeon to change. No, you won't. Guys like Aeon don't change. Once he realizes that you're not going to do his bidding, he'll attempt to kill you. You don't know him like I do. He's gone through some of the worst heartache imaginable, and he's lost everything he ever loved. Yes, it sent him down the dark path, but I promise you, Sonic, Aeon deep down has good in his heart. I'm telling you right now, Sonia, one way or another, I'm gonna kill Aeon. Whether I find this portal and go find him on my own, or if he decides to come here, either way, I'm gonna destroy him. Manic bursts through the door. Sonia! Manic! They rush over to one another and embrace. Look at you, kid. You look amazing, Sonia. And you haven't changed a bit, bro. Still a punk rocker, even as an adult. Oh yeah, you know it. I'm actually in a band here in Equestria. Hey, Double P, come over here. Pinkie Pie bounces over.
You must be Sonia. I'm Pinkie Pie, Manic's girlfriend. We're so totally throwing you a party when we get home to Ponyville.
Wow, that sounds wonderful. My brothers are keeping the ancient family tradition alive by being in love with ponies. Unfortunately, Pinkie, there isn't going to be a party for Sonia. Why not, Sonic? She's the third Alacorn bearing the mark of Herc, that's why. And if you think that's a shocker, she's actually married to the guy that kidnapped her. What? Is this true, Sonia? Yes, it's true, Manic. Aeon isn't as terrible as Sonic believes he is. I've gotten to know him over the years, and deep down he has kindness in him. Aeon is using Sonia to bring forth the Triad of Power, so he can absorb their powers into his crystal so he can use it for his evil agenda. And I already told you, Sonic, that I have no intention of allowing Aeon to use my powers for evil. I can get him to change. Hell, he's already changed substantially since I've been part of his life. I find that hard to believe since you married him and have basically done whatever he's wanted you to do over these years.
Sonic, don't you think you owe it to your sister to give her the benefit of the doubt here? I mean, you've just been reunited with her after 15 years of thinking she was dead. Is this how you planned on spending your happy family reunion?
No, it wasn't, but if Aeon ever gets his greedy hands on that Triad of Power, I'm pretty sure it'll be the end of us all. I'm inclined to agree with your wife on this one, Sonic. If Sonia says she's not going to allow Aeon to use her powers for evil, then I believe her, bro. She's always been a hedgehog of integrity and honesty. Well, we'll just have to wait and see, Manic. Sonic storms out of the room. 2 days have now passed and tensions are running high as Sonia attempts to reconnect with her brothers, Sonic and Manic. Sonic, Manic, Rainbow Dash, and Pinkie Pie are also aware of Sonia's secret of being the third Alacorn of legend bearing the mark of Herc. Sonia is struggling with whether or not to inform Princess Celestia and Luna of Sonia's return, and of the truth of her being the third Alacorn of legend. In the meantime, Sonia has since agreed to move in with Pinkie Pie and Manic as she adapts to her new life in Ponyville. Ponyville, Rarity's new carousel boutique. Rarity and Silver checking in on the progress of the construction. Oh my, Silver, my new home and boutique is beginning to look lovely and marvelous. I'll say they've put this place together rather quickly. It's much nicer than the original carousel boutique. And much larger, too, I might add. Oh, Mr. Rivet! Mr. Rivet trots over. Well, here's a surprise. So what do you think of your new home boutique, Miss Rarity? I must say it exceeds any expectations I had. You and your construction crew have done a marvelous job, darling. Well, it's the least we could do for the element of generosity. It's been an honor rebuilding your home and business, considering all you do for Equestria. May we have a look around? Yeah, I'll give you a quick tour. Just remember to wear a hard hat here on the work site. Safety first, right? Rivet begins giving Rarity and Silver the tour of their progress. As you can see, Miss Rarity, we're finishing up with the sales floor of your boutique. If you follow me this way, I'll show you to your new and improved war room, as you call it. They follow Rivet. They enter Rarity's new war room. Oh, my heavens, this is exactly what I wanted. Oh, and you added the large cargo door I asked for, too. This is going to work out great for Chris and I when we load up the X-Tornado for his daily deliveries. And we have one last thing to show you. That staircase leads up to your living quarters. It's completely finished. Do you want to take a look? Oh, absolutely. I've been waiting months to see my new loft. They head up to Rarity's new home. Silver opens the door for Rarity. Welcome home, my dear.
Oh, this is lovely.
Wow, you have a lot more room here now, Rarity.
Yes, I tried to utilize the space the best I could with the old carousel boutique, but this is so much nicer in every way.
You haven't seen everything yet. Go check out your luxury master suite.
Come on, Silver.
Silver follows Rarity to their bedroom. Rarity is stunned to see a huge whirlpool in the center of the room. I figured after a long day of fashion, the fashionista will want to come in and soak in a nice warm bath. So what do you think of your new home and boutique?
I'm in absolute awe of this place. This is what I always envisioned my Ponyville business and home would look like. I want to say thank you for bringing my vision to light, Mr. Rivet.
It's not a problem. Like I said, it was an honor to work on this project. You'll be happy to know construction should be completed by the end of next week. We're just waiting on the final shipment of supplies to put the finishing touches on your boutique, and you'll be ready to reopen for business. The living quarters are completely finished. You are free to move in whenever you like. Rarity hugs Rivet.
Thank you so much, darling. Words cannot describe how thankful I am to you and your amazing construction team. You've brought my vision to life, and I can finally have the store I've always dreamed of having here in Ponyville.
It was a pleasure making your dreams come true, Miss Rarity. I'll leave you two alone so you can enjoy your new home together. Rivet exits the living quarters and heads back downstairs. This place is stunning, Rarity.
I know, I can't believe how different this place looks now. Well, I finally have the headquarters I've always wanted here in Ponyville.
I guess this means our days in Canterlot are over.
Well, we'll have to go back to pick up our belongings, but yes, we can officially move back to Ponyville now.
Rarity walks over to a bay window and stares out.
I still can't believe she's gone, Silver.
Cream was a sweetheart, Rarity. You helped her find her passion in life, and it's a shame it was taken away from her.
My heart breaks that she was taken away from us. Part of me feels guilty for having this place rebuilt, especially now that it's bigger and better than it was originally.
You shouldn't feel guilty for rebuilding your home and business. You're not dishonoring Cream by doing so. Cream would want you to move on and to continue your business.
I suppose you're right, darling. My boutique will be ready to reopen for business by next week, and we'll also be going to Manhattan for the Equestrian Arts Awards, so I really don't have a choice but to move on.
Meanwhile, Pinkie Pie's apartment. Knock at the door. Manic answers the door.
Oh, hey, bro. What brings you by this morning?
I come bearing food. Sonic gives a box of donuts to Manic.
Oh, sweet. Fresh donuts from Pinkie Pie.
Pinkie said you and Sonia were here. I wanted to come by and apologize to the both of you for being a jerk the other night. I was jumping to conclusions about Sonia when I should have been more understanding.
It's okay, Sonic. I get why you were concerned. I can't believe Sonia is married to that Aeon guy who kidnapped her.
Well, I'm also here to ask Sonia some tough questions. I need to know where her loyalty lies because I intend to tell Princesses Celestia and Luna that Sonia is here and that she's part of the Triad of Power.
You can't do that, Sonic. Princess Celestia has been on edge over this whole Mark of Herc Triad of Power prophecy that she'd only jump to unfair conclusions about Sonia. We should be happy, Sonic. We just got her back, bro.
I know, I feel the same as you, but Sonia told me that Aeon intends to use the Triad of Power for his own agenda. It's the whole reason why Aeon took her to begin with.
I see your point, bro. Man, what happened to Equestria being a safe place to live?
It is a safe place to live, and it's our job to keep it that way. Manic puts the donuts down on the table.
All right, I'll go get Sonia.
Manic knocks on Pinkie Pie's bedroom door. Sonia opens the door.
Good morning, Manic. Good morning, sis. Sonic is here, and he wants to talk to you.
Okay. Manic and Sonic return to the living room. I brought some donuts as a peace offering and to say I'm really sorry for jumping to conclusions about your motives, Sonia.
I really didn't give you much of an option, though, did I?
Not really. I guess the hard part for me is not understanding how you can marry the guy who kidnapped you. You know he's using you not only for your own Alacorn powers, but the additional powers you have thanks to the Mark of Herc. Can you understand now why I questioned your motives?
Sonic, I know we haven't seen each other in over 15 years, but you should know that I am a hedgehog of my word when I say I won't allow Aeon to absorb the powers of the Triad of Power. I'll admit, I came here to carry out Aeon's plan, but when I saw that you were here in Equestria, everything changed. All I want now is to live in peace and reconnect with my family.
I want to believe that, Sonia, but you're married to Aeon, and no offense, but it seems to me that you've done pretty well for yourself at his side over these past 15 years. Aeon has kept you at his side all these years. Do you really believe he's going to just let you walk away from his agenda?
He's not going to be happy with me, of course, but my powers are greater than Aeon's. He won't dare challenge me on this decision, Sonic. Like it or not, Aeon is my husband, and I know it's hard for you to understand it considering he kidnapped me and all, but over the years he's opened up to me and we've fallen in love. He's not a heartless monster like you think he is. I hope over time you'll see that and you and Manic will accept him. No way, Sonia, Sonic and I were nearly killed by Aeon trying to save you. Nothing you could say positive about the dude will ever allow me to forgive or forget what he's done.
I agree with Manic on this one, Sonia. I'm sorry. At the end of the week, Princess Celestia and Princess Luna will be hosting a meeting in Canterlot, and at that meeting I will be telling Princess Celestia that you're here, and that you're the third Alacorn bearing the Mark of Herc. It's up to you if you want to attend this meeting with us. If you tell Princess Celestia that you don't intend to use your powers for evil, I'm sure she'll be understanding of you being part of the Triad of Power.
Fine, on one condition. When Aeon arrives here in Equestria, you and Manic will accept him as family. If you so much as try to harm him, you'll deal with me, and believe me, Sonic, that's something you don't ever want.
Sonic gives Sonia a nasty look. You don't have to threaten us, Sonia. Believe me, I know exactly how powerful you really are. I felt it the night you came to Equestria. It was you we all sensed. I won't physically harm Aeon, but I will never accept him as family. Same goes for me. Sorry, sis. Well, we have an agreement then. It's not exactly what I wanted, but it's a start. You two can trust me. I won't allow Aeon to absorb the Triad of Power. On that you have my word. Let's just hope Aeon doesn't force us to have to kill him. The meeting in Canterlot is in 3 days. I'll assume you'll attend with Manic and Pinkie Pie. Nice talk, sis. Nice talk. Sonic begins to leave. Sonic! Sonic stops to listen. Aeon will change. He won't disobey me. I hope you're right. Sonic walks to the door and exits Pinkie Pie's apartment. Twilight's castle. Twilight is sitting in her library reading a book. Spike enters with Starlight Glimmer. Hey, Twilight! Starlight is here to see you. Twilight closes her book. She gets up from her reading chair to greet and hug Starlight. It's great to see you, Starlight. I'm really excited that you've decided to come back to work for me. Well, what can I say? I've been pretty bored and having friendship assignments to go on. Not having friendship assignments to go on. Spike, could you tell Rouge to come down to my library, please? Sure thing, Twilight. Spike leaves to get Rouge. Have a seat, Starlight. Can I get you anything to drink? Starlight puzzled. No, I'm all right at the moment. Why, am I going to need a drink by the end of this discussion? Ha ha, you might. Well, you have Rouge coming down. Something tells me I'm not going to like where this is going. Remember how I told you the other night I had a new role for you if you decided to come back? Yes, I do remember. Go on. Lately, I've been thinking that Rouge needs some guidance and a purpose. Starlight uses her magic to telekinetically pour herself a glass of Twilight's cognac. Starlight magically levitates the glass to her mouth and drinks. Ah, delish. You've always had some great cognac, Twilight. Judging by where this conversation is going, I might drink what's left of that bottle. You do know that Rouge and I aren't very fond of one another. Yeah, but you forgave me for being in love with Shadow. It's different, Twilight. Rouge is the one who holds a grudge on me because Shadow chose to dump her to be reunited with me, remember? Spike enters the room with Rouge. Oh, what perfect timing, Spike. Rouge, please have a seat and we'll get started. Get started with what? Starlight once again uses her magic, only this time she pours Rouge a glass of Twilight's cognac. Starlight telekinetically levitates the glass to Rouge. Hi, Starlight. Thanks for the drink. Not sure why I need one, but I'm not going to turn it down. So the reason I asked you two to be here today is because I have a business proposal, a partnership for the two of you, if you will. Sparkles, there's no way Starlight and I are going to be able to work together. Just hear me out before you two decide anything. Rouge, you need a purpose, and more importantly, some sort of income to get you by here in Equestria. And need I remind you, I allow you to stay in my castle rent-free? I thought you did that on the account that you're the Princess of Friendship. Even so, Rouge, you should have a job and earn a living here. As I told you the other night, Starlight, this position was originally intended for Sunset Shimmer, but with her being gone, I'm now forced to offer it to you two. It's time for Rouge to learn the value of friendship, and who better to teach her than you, Starlight? Starlight takes a large sip of her cognac. So let me get this straight. You were going to have Sunset Shimmer take Rouge on as her apprentice? No, I was actually going to take both of them on at the same time as apprentices. But with you being back, I can give you Rouge as an apprentice, and I can get back to my royal duties. I'm not taking orders from Starlight. I don't even like being in her presence for more than 5 minutes. How do you expect me to work with her? Yeah, and how is this any different than what I was doing before? Another cognac, Rouge? Absolutely. Starlight uses her magic to bring the entire bottle of cognac over to her and Rouge. Starlight refills the glasses. Rouge, you'll be doing a paid apprenticeship. 50 bits per week. The average income in Equestria. That's pretty good considering I'm not charging you rent to live here. Starlight, you'll resume working at the pay you were at before, attempting to kill you? Precisely, Rouge. Now, to answer your question, Starlight, what's different about what you're doing this time is that instead of you going out to solve friendship problems, the friendship problems will come here to Friendship Castle. I have an extra vacant office for the two of you to use for your clients. What I'm saying is that I'm opening a friendship clinic, and Starlight will be the head counselor while Rouge assists you. So what do you two think? Starlight gives Rouge another drink. This is going to be a complete disaster, Sparkles. I mean, our clients are going to be the ones solving mine and Starlight's friendship problems. Starlight laughs. I actually agree with Rouge on that point. What made you think we'd honestly be able to work together? Call me crazy, but you're crazy, Sparkles. Yep, totally losing your mind, Twilight. See, you two are already working together. As I was saying, I really believe if you two work together on solving friendship problems together, that you will learn to develop a friendship amongst yourselves. Well, this might be the cognac talking, but I'm willing to give it a shot. And besides, Rouge, neither one of us wound up with Shadow in the end anyway. Well, you're right about that. Oh, what the hell. This will definitely be interesting to say the least. Starlight holds out her glass and her hoof. Give it a shot, partner? All right, I'm in. Just remember, it's your reputation, Sparkles. Starlight and Rouge sealed a partnership as they clanked their glasses together. I knew I could count on you both. The Mirror Realm, Human Equestria, Aeon's Castle. Sunset Shimmer is ice skating on a frozen pond. I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever come out of your room again. Well, I had to do something else besides... I had to do something else besides die of boredom. But not to worry, I'll be out of your hair in the next 3 weeks when the portal reopens. I'm sorry, Sunset. I didn't realize how much that diary meant to you, which is why I'm giving it back. Aeon returns the diary of Princess Aletta to Sunset Shimmer. Thanks. Why the change of heart all of a sudden? You hadn't come out of that room in 2 days, and I realized I was missing out on some great company. Besides, I already knew most of the secrets contained in that diary, so I don't have any use for it. So what interested you in a book like that, anyway? Curiosity. It's not mine. Let's just say I decided to borrow it. By borrow, you really mean steal. I didn't steal it. Back at home, I'm an apprentice to Princess Twilight Sparkle. I found that book in her room while she was away. I knew there were dark secrets in it, so I decided to read it for myself. You must have gotten caught with it, and that's why you came here. No, I came here for a different reason. I brought the book with me because I haven't finished reading it. Why did you come back to this dimension? To fix the mistakes I've made here, mainly the mistakes I've made with my ex-boyfriend, Flash Sentry. I haven't always made the best decisions in life, and I certainly haven't always been a good girl. Intriguing. I'm listening if you want to tell me your story. It all started when I was a kid. I was enrolled in Princess Celestia's magic school training to become her apprentice. That's where I met Twilight Sparkle. Only at the time, she wasn't a princess yet. Over time, Twilight and I had become fierce rivals, our powers seemingly equal until one day I decided to learn the ways of dark magic. My knowledge of dark magic allowed me to surpass Twilight in magical power. However, it also led me to become angry, selfish, and arrogant. Princess Celestia chose Twilight as her apprentice over me once she learned of my knowledge of dark magic. I, of course, became enraged, and I used my dark powers to transform into Daydream Shimmer, and I attempted to kill both Princess Celestia and Twilight. Their combined powers were enough to defeat me, and after my defeat, I was sent to Tartarus for 5 years. Following my release from Tartarus, I decided to start over. I did some research and I found out about the mirror portal and how it works. The first chance I got, I decided to enter the mirror portal, and that's how I wound up here originally. I figured it was a great place to start over fresh. I take it your fresh start didn't last long, did it? I won't go into any details, but yeah, I got into some trouble here as well, and it cost me the love of my life, Flash Sentry. I've come back to try to win him back. So, you have a dark side as well. No wonder you don't judge me, and it also explains why you haven't left yet. Look, Aeon, I haven't left yet because the statue that holds the portal back to Equestria is on your castle's property. Believe me, once that portal opens in 3 weeks, I have every intention of returning home to Equestria. I'm sorry to hear that. I wasn't always evil, you know. In fact, I was once very much pure of heart, kind, and shy, if you'd believe it. Come on, really? Shy? It's true. The heartache and pain I've suffered in my lifetime is what hardened me, allowing me to be more blunt with my feelings. It's pretty easy to lose all forms of kindness when everything and everyone you love is obliterated. Aeon turns away from Sunset Shimmer. Sunset skates next to Aeon and hesitantly puts her arm around him. I'm not sure why I care, but if you need to talk about it, I'm listening. No, talking about it is futile. It only brings back the agony, and it's far too late for me to change anything in what I've become. It's never too late to change your path, Aeon. You have a sliver of tenderness in your heart. Believe me, I've seen it. Aeon gently removes Sunset Shimmer's hand from his shoulder. I've lost all empathy decades ago. There's no hope for me, my dear. My apologies for bothering you. Aeon, you weren't... Aeon walks back to the castle with a tear streaming down his cheek. Bothering me. Meanwhile, back in Equestria, Sweet Apple Acres, Apple Bloom is in her bedroom getting ready for bed. Hey, Sugar Cube, before you go to bed for the night, there's a visitor waiting for you downstairs.
Who is it, Applejack?
Guess if you want to know, you'll have to come downstairs. It's kind of a surprise, so to speak. Apple Bloom looking excitedly puzzled as she follows Applejack downstairs to greet her visitor.
Oh my goodness, rah-rah! You came here to see me?
I sure did, Apple Bloom. I have some wonderful news to tell you. My dance choreographer is coming in for a visit this weekend, and he's agreed to give you dance lessons.
Did you hear that, Applejack? I'm going to have professional dance lessons with Gustave de Dansez-Boo. I can't believe that this is actually happening to me, sis.
I told you I'd make it happen, Apple Bloom. This is your chance to start making your dreams becoming a dancer a reality. If you impress Gustave, he may offer you a spot on my dance team. Wow! Congratulations, Apple Bloom. This is awesome. Yup.
Oh, thanks, you guys. And thank you, Rah Rah, for making this possible.
It's my pleasure, sweetie. Be at my mansion by 10 a.m. Saturday morning, and you'll begin your training. I'm sorry for the late-night visit, but I just couldn't contain my excitement over this. I know how much this means to you, Apple Bloom. Apple Bloom rushes over to Rah Rah and engulfs her tightly in a hug.
Thank you so much. I promise I won't let you down.
No matter what happens, just soak it all in, and most importantly, have fun with it. Anyway, you need to go to bed for school. I'll see you on Saturday, Apple Bloom.
Yep, I'll be there as punctual as a zap apple. Good night, Everpony.
Apple Bloom excitedly heads upstairs to her bedroom. It's mighty nice that you've done this for her. Well, she's a sweetheart, AJ, much like her big sister. She deserves this opportunity, and I couldn't be more happy than she's being given it. Canterlot, Rarity's Carousel Boutique. Do you need any extra help getting packed up today? No, I should be fine, darling. I have Chris and Silver packing up the X-Tornado now. Honestly, I'm excited to be heading back to Ponyville. The boutique should be finished by next week, so I'll have to start planning my grand reopening. I'm planning to reopen after the Equestrian Arts Awards. That would work out great for you, especially if you win Clothing Designer of the Year. It could allow you to have an incredibly successful reopening in Ponyville. That would be wonderful. I have to get Fluttershy trained quickly, which is yet another reason why I need to get back to Ponyville right away. I also had to begin hiring a new staff in general. Chris and I just loaded the last of your belongings into the X-Tornado. We're ready when you are.
Okay, I'll be along in a minute, darling.
Sassy, it was nice getting to know you these past couple of months. Likewise, Silva, and you better give some serious thought into modeling for us. You're too scrumptious not to. Ha ha ha. Thanks, Sassy. Rarity has mentioned it to me again recently. I'm considering trying it out. They hug. Honestly, you're very handsome and have an amazing personality. I think you'd be a natural at it. Sassy is completely correct about that, darling. And I've been working on a workout line that I think would suit you perfectly for your modeling debut. Anyway, we better be on our way, Sassy. I have got so much to prepare for now. Rarity kisses both of Sassy's cheeks. Ta-ta, boss lady. I'll assume I'll see you next week in Manhattan for the Equestrian Arts Awards. Yes, I did give you your VIP badge, right? Yeah, I still can't believe I have one of those. I know, it still hasn't completely sank in for me yet either. Oh, and don't you worry about a dress for the awards. I've already started designing you a dress for it. I can't wait to wear it. Bye, darling. Rarity and Silver leave the boutique and board the X-Tornado. Chris takes off as they fly back to Ponyville. It's nice having you come back to Ponyville, guys. Thanks, Chris. We're excited to be moving back. Indeed. Thanks, Chris, for picking us up. Honestly, having you around has been a blessing. I've also taken the liberty of getting you and Amy passes to the Equestrian Arts Awards show next week. I need you to be present, and I figured Amy would love to come along as well. Manhattan is such a wonderful, romantic city that I assumed you'd love to spend a few days there with her. Chris blushes. Yeah, it sounds nice. I'm sure Amy is going to be excited to finally get out of Ponyville for a while. How have things been going between you two? Pretty good, actually. We're not romantically involved or anything like that. We've shared a couple of intimate kisses and have gotten along great as roommates. I know she wants more than that, though. Of course she does, Chris. It's obvious she's madly in love with you. I don't understand why you're reluctant to give it a shot with her. I mean, you do love her, don't you? Yeah, I do love Amy, but I'm human. I couldn't possibly give her what she wants. It's not right. Maybe not where you come from, Chris, but this is Equestria, and here it's socially acceptable for you to love whoever it is you want to love. Rarity is right, Chris. No one is going to judge you two for being in love here. Does Amy make you happy? She does. I want to be with Amy so bad. Believe me, there's nothing more that I want to do than to make love to her and tell her how I really feel and what she means to me. But our outer differences constantly hold me back. I know we won't be judged here, but that doesn't take away my feelings of awkwardness. Try to see it from my perspective. On Earth, we don't have talking ponies or hedgehogs as intelligent life forms, and in my world, I'd be considered a social pariah for even having these feelings for Amy. Again, Chris, this isn't your world. If you love Amy and she makes you happy, then you should pursue it, a relationship with her. I'd talk to her about your feelings and see what she says and go from there. Maybe I will. I do owe it to Amy to have a conversation about this with her. I'm just not sure I'll ever be over that human belief of it being wrong being in love with a hedgehog. Ponyville Elementary School, the Cutie Mark Crusaders sharing lunch together. My sister is moving back to Ponyville today. The construction crew finished working on her loft, so she's moving back. That's cool. I heard Rarity's store should be completed by next week, too. Yeah, it is, but Rarity is going to wait until after the Equestrian Arts Awards before she decides to reopen the boutique. I'm really excited for my sister. She's nominated for Clothing Designer of the Year. That's amazing, Sweetie Belle. Rarity is so talented. I'm sure she's going to win the award. I hope so. She's worked so hard at designing such fabulous lines of clothing. Well, I have some big news to share with you girls, too. I'm going to Ra-Ra's house this weekend to learn how to dance by Ra-Ra's choreographer, Gustave de Dansebou. Apple Bloom, that is awesome. Yeah, that is awesome. Wow, dance lessons from a real professional dance choreographer? I'm so excited for this chance. Rara says if I impress her choreographer, there's a chance that I can make her live dance team. Good luck, Apple Bloom. Yeah, I know how much dancing means to you, Apple Bloom. I hope you do well in your training this weekend. I'm just thankful that Applejack is close to Ra-Ra. If they weren't friends, this opportunity would have never happened. I'm really excited, but I'm also very nervous about it too. I love dancing and all, but I'm still a beginner and I'm prone to make mistakes. What if I'm not good enough and Gustav doesn't like me? Don't worry about it like that, AB. Just take it for what it's worth, an opportunity to show what you can do. She's right, darling. I mean, you said it yourself. It's only a dance lesson, and you're still young. I'm sure this weekend isn't going to make or break your potential career in dance. Just take it as a learning experience and go from there. If you look at it from that perspective, it should take away some of the nerves you're having. Fluttershy's cottage. Fluttershy sits in her chair with Rarity and Silver on the couch. Are you too sure I can't get you a cup of tea or some apple cider? Oh no, that won't be necessary, darling. Silver and I aren't staying too long. We have a lot to work on. We have a lot of work to do at my boutique, which will be completed by the end of next week. I saw that they were really making progress the last couple of weeks. The new boutique looks beautiful and much larger than the original Carousel boutique. It is, and it's going to be nice having a full-size store here in Ponyville. My living quarters is already completed. Silver and I are officially moved back to Ponyville permanently. Canterlot was nice, but it's going to feel great being back here with all our friends. Well, we've all missed the two of you the past couple of months. So when are you officially reopening for business here in Ponyville? I'm hoping in 2 weeks after the Equestrian Arts Awards. I'm actually glad you brought that up because it's the main reason why we stopped by for a visit. I wanted to inform you that you officially become my personal assistant starting on Monday. Honestly, I would love for you to start tomorrow, but Silver and I are going to be busy furnishing our new home and getting resettled here in Ponyville that I won't have time to train you properly. And, of course, we have that meeting in Canterlot in a few days. Starting on Monday won't be a problem for me. Do you know what the meeting is about? I would bet it has to do with the whole Mark of Herc issue that Princess Celestia has been worried about. I think you're right. Do you think Starlight's boyfriend is a threat to our safety? No, not at all. It was Sonic and Manic's sister Sonia who was responsible for that mysterious Alacorn power we all sensed. She's here in Equestria? I thought Sonic said that she was taken as a child. I'm not sure as to how she wound up here. Maybe we'll get answers about it during our meeting with Princess Celestia on Friday. Tails enters the cottage. Oh, hey, you guys. I just bumped into Chris in town, and he told me the great news that you guys are back here in Ponyville. We certainly are, darling. They finished building our living quarters a couple of days ago, and they're putting the finishing touches on the boutique this week. I was just informing Fluttershy that she starts working as my personal assistant on Monday. Oh, and Fluttershy, I will also need you to accompany me to the Equestrian Arts Awards. We'll leave next Friday morning and return Sunday afternoon. Oh, I'm not sure I'm ready for that yet. Nonsense, darling. I absolutely need you to be there to help me. I have a couple of celebrity clients who'll need our help getting ready for the award show. You're gonna do great, Shy. Thanks, Tails. So what exactly am I responsible for? Basically, whatever I need you to assist me with. We're having a pre-show party at Rarity for you with our celebrity clients. They'll put on their dresses that I've designed for them and receive makeovers, and we'll have catering and champagne as well. Trust me, Fluttershy, the tasks won't be overly difficult. The main thing to remember is to soak it all in, learn some things, and most importantly, enjoy yourself, darling. I would enjoy myself more, perhaps, if Tails came along, too. I mean, it is a big city and all, and, it's romantic. Rarity smiles at Fluttershy. Why, of course Tails can come along. I can't get him into the award show, but he can certainly enjoy Manhattan with you, darling. You should come along with us, Tails. I can speak from experience that Manhattan is indeed a very romantic city. It would be nice to have you around to talk to. It sounds like a great time. Count me in, guys. Yay. So who else is going, Rarity? Oh, my store managers, Sassy Saddles and Coco Pommel, Chris and Amy, Silver and I, my mom, Dad, and Sweetie Belle, and of course you and Tails. Oh, okay. Well, at least I know every pony. This should be a wonderful time, and I can't wait to share some of it with you, Tails. Fluttershy nuzzles up with Tails, Tails blushing hard. Aww. Amy and Chris's apartment. Chris is putting the finishing touches on dinner as Amy walks in. Hi, Chris. You're home early. Yeah, I had a short day today. Rarity and Silver moved back to Ponyville today, and I helped them. Here, I'll take your coat, Amy. Amy gives Chris her coat. Thanks, Chris. What's that smell? Chris hangs Amy's coat up in the closet for her. Nothing major. I cooked up a homemade chicken pot pie. Another one of Ella's